Yo, what's up everybody? Go back with another video, and today, I'm sure we all know, there was just a Splatoon trailer released for the new Splatoon 3 game coming out this next summer. Anyway, I wanted to go through it and see if there's anything we missed. Unfortunately, I am a bit sick, so you'll have to bear with that. But let's just go through it and see if there's anything we missed. Anyway, I have the video right here. Let's hop right into it. I have it at 0.75 speed so that we can actually look at stuff. So, first of all, let's put the, there we go. First, we can look at the weapons that we have here. We have the bow, we have the Splash-O-Matic, Undercover Bella, Gloogadoolies, all stuff we've seen before. The bow, of course, being new. We got some new gear as well. And then on this side, we have what looks to be like the new sort of like roller here. There is the Clash Blaster coming back. Let me speed up a bit. I believe this is the 96 Scout. I'm not 100% sure. But to me, that's what it looks like. And then we have what looks like the normal charger here. So obviously you get blasted on. And then we have this new stage here. It seems like this could be like maybe like the Reef or Ocean Underpass. It has that overhead bridge. As we've seen in both maps actually. Ocean Underpass having like the little like ramp area with the valley under it. And then the Reef having the entire bridge with the under area where like the zone is during spot zones. So here we see like a lot of stuff actually. I believe this is a rapid blaster here. No, that's the bow. Okay, so we see the bow there. They don't actually show us like many weapons at all in this trailer. They only show us like the base 8 that I showed you guys, but they do show us specials. So first over here, if you see my cursor, the charger actually, instead of the light coming around the weapon, the light comes around the entire like body of the charger. Sorry, I don't mean to tap my mic. Comes around the entire like body of the charger instead of, or the player instead of just the charger. So that's gonna make it a lot easier to see players when they're sniping up on like a tower. Over here, I'm gonna skip ahead a bit since it's shown in the next clip. We have this. So yeah. What the hell? This seems like it's like what are we playing here? Overwatch X Splatoon? There's a wrecking ball now. So it looks like the sub that we saw in the first trailer where it's like the crab, but now it's an entire special. And then they show it like rolling around here, and then it looks like an Explosher and an Inkzooka, which is pretty cool because, you know, Explosher, really good weapon at one point. Inkjet, really good special at one point. So, put them together. What do you have? A brilliant special here. It looks great. And it looks like a direct kills it. And then over here, this looks like it has a Beyblade on it, if you guys see here. If you guys check really close, you can see there's a Beyblade. Just a Beyblade comes out. Like, that's literally a Beyblade. That's a Beyblade. Okay, anyway, to get into the actual like special now. It looks like it's a giant like protective bubble. It shoots up into the air, and a giant force field sort of bubble comes around, and what happens is it protects you from enemy ink. So if you look forward here, there's ink from the other team splashing against it, but this roller is still completely unharmed, and there's no ink coming inside of it. So I'm assuming the way that you would destroy said special is by shooting up here at this like fan. I'll make it come crashing down. Other way, there's the Undercover Bella. Super jumping back, but that is the small thing here. Museum di Alfonsino, everybody. Honestly, brilliant addition. That's great to see, great to hear. Everything is back, and then we have this. I'm sorry, I have no idea what this special is. It seems like it's like a grappling hook, and it looks really cool, but I don't know how it's gonna work. There we go. There's a Splash-O-Matic jumping on top of one of like the spinning walls of the platform part of Museum di Alfonsino, with a Splash-O-Matic jumping on top of a charger who is completely unaware. There's a fight in mid here, and there's another use of that dash you can see there. Boom, right there. So I'm gonna slow it down here again because this is a really fast section. You can't see a ton happening. I think I saw the dualies dodge roll there. I'm not quite sure. So here we can see the return of what I believe is the afro, the buzz cut, and then whatever this hairstyle is, which looks really good as well. This haircut also really cool. I think this is like new gear as well, because I haven't seen this gear before, but it looks really good. All of it is super good. There's another look at our like reef-esque map. Burst bombs. Those two haircuts are back from the second game. And then it cuts into the single player section, in which our first thing that we see is this like Octarian, and they're like hairy. I think if I'm not mistaken, that's something with like takoyaki. I'm not really sure. But it's like a hairy octopus. It's kind of nasty looking, in my opinion. Not to say that it looks bad, but it just looks a bit nasty. Anyway, we see a look at the hero shot briefly there. We get these beautiful, beautiful landscapes. There's another look at the bow and our getup of our agent, which I think is like Agent 5. I'm not really sure. Zapfish are back. Easter Egg Island statues. Little Buddy's going to be joining us, which is always good to see. There's little stuff about Judd here, which I'm not really sure, so let's just quickly go through that. About there. Yeah, so there's all these pictures of Judd, like maybe Judd is evil or something, and there's all these, like, pins connecting him to other stuff, like, oh, what if Judd is evil? He's, like, Return of the Mammalians, which is what the name of the trailer is. But then there's, like, this here where, like, little Judd was evil the whole time, and he grew up into Big Judd, and Big Judd maybe isn't here anymore, because obviously we love Big Judd. Little Judd, though, bit of a sketch. So it's showing like destruction here. Obviously, Chaos won the Splatfest, as every single person talking about Splatoon 3 has talked about at some point, because it has impacted Splatoon so greatly. I don't know what this means, but it seems of relative importance. Maybe it's like a logo or some sort of brand, and like enacting like the Chaos part of it. I'm not quite sure. And then here we see Agent 5, I'm gonna call them, throwing, I don't know if that's correct actually, I'm just gonna call them our agent here. Our agent throwing Lil Buddy onto like the it looks like a takoyaki ball, if that's the right word, like the octopus balls, and it just eats it. So I guess that's how you beat that. This section here is adorable. I saw this the first time through and I was just like, oh, I love that. Look at the little buddy singing the ink pack. That's adorable. That's legitimately adorable. Oh my god. And then this section here, briefly see it. Captain Cuttlefish, my friends, is bald. Or balding. He has a little ponytail at the back here. But he's balding, which is hilarious. New Marie and Callie costumes. And then Agent 3 here with the Legends cap. I think that's what it's called. It's been a long time, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, Agent 3 here, looking super chill. There's another look at the hero shot. There you go. There's your hero shot. Personally, I don't like it. It kind of just looks like a yellow brick. Which, it's not that bad. But at the same time, I would prefer something else. It doesn't look nearly as good as like the second. Even the second one looked better. Alright, so, obviously, the Octarians. Still with that. This is adorable, by the way. Let me just let you guys watch this. So now, it seems like they're one big trio. Callie, Marie, and Agent 3 seem like they're one big trio with Marie doing, or not Marie, wow, I can't speak. Which seems like Agent 3 is doing like the pose with them. Which is cute and everything. There's these beautiful landscapes. And this is when, it gets like a bit confusing because it goes really fast here. There's another look at that brand that we saw earlier. Still don't know what that is. I'm gonna go frame by frame here. There's another hairy Octarian. I'm calling them because I don't know what I should call them. If someone wants to update me in the comments, that would be awesome. So what are you guys thinking of this update so far? Or not? What do you guys think of this trailer so far? It looks beautiful, 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 beautiful. I think Splatoon 3 is going in a great direction, and that pulls me into my next thing here. We've got Octavio. I missed him there. Octavio in a new ship here. You can see him right there. That's a perfect shot right there. Octavio has a new ship. It's Splatoon 3. Maybe third time's the charm. This guy is not going to stop harassing Inkopolis and stuff. Or I guess in this case, Splatsville. But, oh my god, this guy is everywhere. There's this, and then it shows as he goes down here. He has like different forms for his machine thing now, or like ship. And then it shows this very serene area with little buddy and everything. And it's super serene, and it's like an outpost. And then here's our title card, Splatoon 3. Oh, why is the extra thing there? Excuse me for that. I don't know how long that was there. And then there's this. So, obviously, this shows us what happens when you touch the hairy Octarian takoyaki ball thing. It's not really good. That's why we want the little buddy to eat him up, I guess. So, if you heard there, it was like the salmon run sound reversed. So maybe we were all theorizing that the salmonids were like bad or whatever. It's reversed. Maybe it's saying that they're actually going to help us here, because it seems like the return of the mammalians could be an issue. My personal theory here is that Lil Judd is trying to like bring back mammalians in some cursed way or whatever, right? And instead, the salmonids are helping the other aquatic beings fight that. So that looks pretty interesting and everything. And it looks great. I believe that's the end of our trailer here, if I remember correctly. I'm on the Splatoon JP Twitter here, and they're actually sharing information about the trailer that we just had here. So I just want to read through it here and just dissect it all with you guys. So we have this first one here. It seems like the poster for the single-player campaign. It says, the theme of the hero mode of Splatoon 3 is Return of the Mammalians, that is, Return of the Mammals. What does this word mean in a world where mammals should have disappeared from the earth except for 2 cats? And where did the squids come from, and where do they go? So it's possible that my Judd theory might be onto something. But there's a lot in this image. We've got Agent 3, we've got DJ Octavio, we've got Cabin Cuttlefish, we've got Callie Marie, we've got our new agent here, we've got Little Buddy, we love Little Buddy. And then we've got these weird, like, I don't know what they are. I'm gonna be 100% honest. We've got this here. It seems like some sort of like cap that resembles almost like an Oni. These two seem to resemble like sharks. They seem like masks almost. It seems like we're playing Majora's Mask Splatoon edition, which would be hilarious. But definitely not what I want when it comes to Splatoon. Either way, it looks super good here. Callie Marie with their new outfits and everything. And let's move to the next little bit of information here. So, a young man in Bunkara who lives in a territory battle while earning daily money while searching for junk with Kojake. One day, he meets the new Karastambi unit that confronts the Bad Octopus Corps by chance and is appointed as a member number 3. This is the main character of this hero mode. So obviously that's a bit messed up translated wise. I think what it's trying to say is that our agent here lives in Splatsville in a territory battle while earning money and searching for junk with their little buddy here. And then one day they meet the new Squidbeak Splatoon, and they confront confronts the DJ Octavio and everything. And then they're appointed number 3 or by Agent 3 to be a part of the new Squidbeak Splatoon. And I think that's really cool, actually. That's like a really good way to set it up, that you meet the new Squidbeak Splatoon with Callie Marie and Agent 3, I'm assuming at least. So let's move over to the third thing that we have here. This is the hero suit that number 3 wears. It has the flexibility. Now, maybe it's like a... I was thinking, actually, maybe it's like a new number, or new Agent 3 sort of thing, which would be really cool. At the same time, I would prefer them have, like, another agent number, though, but either way, we'll just call them our new agent still. This is the hero suit that the new agent wears. It has the flexibility not to interfere with intense action, but is also excellent for responding to the harsh environment of the Bunkara region. You can also store Otomo's Kojake in your backpack. In the video, 2 types of equipment with different tastes were confirmed. Will it be used properly according to the TPO? So this here, I believe, is just showing off the hero suit, and at the same time saying, like, you can put Little Buddy in it, and it's pretty good for surviving in the, like, I forget what it's called off the top of my head, like the Splat Wastelands? The Splatlands, I believe, is actually what it's called, funny enough. And you can store Little Buddy in it, obviously, as I just said, and then it ends off with a question asking if it's got to be properly used, I guess. So this next piece of information here says that this is a soldier of the Bad Octopus Corps, Octopus Trooper, who aims to invade the world of Squid. It should be, but it looks different from what I have observed so far. How the hair grows tightly on the entire body. Why the octopuses, which are marine organisms, have fluffy hair. I'd like to continue the investigation. So here it's just saying the Squid Research Lab is confused as to why there is like fluffy hair or like fur on the octopuses here. Which, yeah, is weird, obviously. So obviously, it's also telling us that they're evil still, of course. Which, yeah, it's kind of just raising more questions, honestly. So we have some location updates here on this next piece, and it says, the scenery of a huge building projected at the end of the video. The atmosphere is somewhat different from the Bunkaro region I've seen so far. We're investigating where it is and what purpose it was created for, but it turns out that it is called Alterna. This seems to be the stage of this hero mode. So for now, we're going to call this Alterna. And I guess this is not part of the Splatlands because it has like the ceiling type thing that the Octarian like world has. Like that when you go into all of the levels, it has this huge, obviously there's huge buildings everywhere, but like we saw, I believe we saw us running along like this area in the trailer, and you can see my cursor there, but like this looks really good. This second image here is another level that we're in. It has the boxes, it looks like this area over here is like a hub almost area. Also, we see this here, this logo again, so it seems like they're going to be pretty prominent in this game because we've seen them 3 or 4 times now. And here's another shot of our new agent. They have this like hair clip on and the gear as well with the bow. Looks very great. And then this beautiful scene. Oh my god, it actually is so super beautiful. Like the city and the upside down city with them. Beautiful. Well done, Splatoon. Well done, Nogami. And then we have 1 or 2 more pieces of information here, and I can read through. This is a mysterious substance called Keba ink that exists in alternative rocks. It pulsates like a living thing, but apparently it is not living. It is partially covered with brown hair, and it is speculated to have something to do with the hairy octopi. So here we saw Little Buddy eating this actually in the trailer and us turning into it. If you can see in this image down here, we saw us turning into it and everything. But yeah, it looks like Little Buddy is going to help us by eating those. And we cannot touch them obviously because we found out what happens to us at the end of the trailer. But I guess it's called Keba ink, and it comes from like a different sort of, it's like a different sort of rock, I guess. And it's not living, so they made sure to point that out, which is a bit odd. Let's move on to the last or second to last couple pieces of information. I was wrong. There's a lot more. Okay, cool. A terrifying fact turned out. When a squid touches Keba ink, it seems their hair grows all over body and it loses its ego, which I guess loses its like personality or like form. An object that should have been a squid that couldn't move and rolled without any help. The mission is going to get pretty dangerous. So this is just saying, don't touch this. It's not good. And then Little Buddy's like, ma'am, what the hell? Here's just this little video here showing that you can like equip Little Buddy to eat up the sort of rock to continue. So further new facts have been discovered. The squid that the ink squid is taking as an Otamo seems to be okay to touch the Keba ink. Rather, it eats the fluffy ink, removes it. Borrowing the power of Kojake seems to be the key to approaching the mystery of alternative rock. So this sort of rock-like substance here, this Keba ink, it looks like Little Buddy here is just like either that's a Little Buddy or a Zapfish. I believe that's our little buddy there, just eating out, which is cool. So he's obviously going to be super helpful. Little buddy seems to show various other activities such as biting and attacking enemies and activating gimmicks along the way. A small but brave and dependable companion. So little buddy here is going to be super useful actually, as it shows here. He has like little attacks that he can do to enemies and spurs, like little things like we saw with the rock. And then here is stuff with the new Squidbeak Splatoon. They are the new Squidbeak unit that confronts the unknowingly bad Octopus Core. The pigtail on the left is called number 1. The hair on the right is called number 2, and the squid with the hat is called Commander. Its identity is shrouded in mystery, but they seem to support the journey of the new recruit, of the new Agent 3. So, it looks like this is obviously Agent 3 Callie and Marie, but they have to go undercover, of course. So, they're going to be assisting them along the way. And yeah, I guess they're like from the shadows, just looking at them. Only here, it seems that number 1 and number 2 are playing an active part as Aori and Firefly, which I'm assuming are Callie and Marie, of the popular Squid Sisters, while protecting the world of squids. We will introduce their Squid Live performances, so if you're interested, please have a look. I don't have time to take a look. It's from 2016. You've probably seen it before. It's probably just one of their performances. This old squid is Cuttlefish, Captain Cuttlefish, a hero who was once named for himself as the commander of the Squidbeak Splatoon. He seems to have retired from his active duty by giving up his role to his successor a while ago. Currently, he is retiring in a relaxed manner, I think, but his sense of mission and ability to act have not diminished, and he seems to be patrolling the squid world without permission. Looks like he's still fine, so obviously, he's old here, but that's not stopping him from being insane. Just obviously still helping out and assisting. I'm sure he is helping with the new Squidbeak Splatoon in some way, as they are his grandchildren, I believe. Uh-oh, they put up more actually. Wow, okay. Good to hear. Alright, so the new battle stage Gonzoo district discovered this time. It is an old residential area located in the center of Bunkara Town and seems to be a hangout for young Bunkara people. Experience this 3-dimensional territory battle on a 3-dimensional stage where a pedestrian bridge runs over the square. So it looks like our new map is, for now, just going to be called Gonzoo District. Yeah, it's going to be in the middle of Spotsville, and it just seems like it's going to be like our main stage that we have to do with here. We have actually a new haircut here, we saw this in the first trailer, and then this new haircut here, which looks really cool. Looks super great. We have this here. It's showing the Museum di Alfonsino will appear as a battle stage from the Haikara region. With the development of the transportation network, it seems that it has become possible to participate in the Nawabari battle across regions. It is a large-scale museum that collects many exhibits centered on contemporary art, and it seems that the Indigenous Peoples and Modern Art exhibition is currently being held. So I believe this is just saying that Museum di Alfonsino, as well as other maps from the first game, can make their appearance, and the other game, and Splatoon 2, can also make their appearance because of this new transportation system. And yeah, they added a little joke at the end there. Let's move on. I didn't even show you guys the images actually. Here are your images for Museum di Alfonsino. With that new haircut with the Clash Blaster, and then here is your Gonzoo district images here. There you go. Alright, let's move into this next stage that we saw from the first trailer. This is Yunohana Canyon, the stage that appeared in the previous video. The strange rock that rises like a chimney seems to be a hydrothermal vent that once appeared on the seabed due to crustal movements. The magnificent landscape has been designated as a national park, and it is said that it is gaining popularity as a tourist spot that represents the Bunkara region. So this is Yunohana Canyon. It's a tourist spot-esque map that we saw in the first video of Splatoon 3 that everyone was super hyped for, and it looks like this is the chimney-esque thing that they were talking about. Here are your images for it. Looks really good. I like how they covered up the spawn stages here to show that this was like once a map, and you know, very possible this was once Salt Spray Rig. It's been floating around, but I think it's pretty obvious that it very well could be that. And now they're going to be talking about this new special here. Let's introduce a new special weapon confirmed in the video. This is Crab Tank. Get into a crab-shaped multi-leg tank and fight with a shot with outstanding rate of fire and a cannon with a wide range attack. You can move it by walking with a crab as it is, but if you transform it into a sphere, you can move more smoothly. So yeah, this is the crab special that we all saw. It seems like you can move up wall. It's like a baller inkjet sort of explosher combo. And yeah, everybody's making the wrecking ball joke from Overwatch. And then this here is the other special that we saw in the video. This is the Great Barrier, as in like Great Barrier Reef. That's pretty funny. It is a modified version of the special weapon that is once used in High Collar City, but the output has been greatly improved by making it into a stationary device. Big is good is an idea that is typical of squids in the Bunkara region. Protect your allies with a Great Barrier that covers a wide area. So you pull this, and it makes, yeah, I guess like a Winston barrier from Overwatch. For anybody that plays Overwatch out there in 2021, what are you doing, bro? Get on a different game. Play Valorant or something, please, bro. Okay, and then they're going to show the third special that we saw. This is a special weapon that transforms into a Shadow Warrior Shoku Wonder. With the tentacles that stretch out and stick to the wall, you can fly around the stage endlessly, and the opponent team is squeezed. It seems that it will automatically return to the transformed place when the ink runs out so that the real face is not exposed. A Shadow Warrior is also quite difficult. So there's one for the Inkling and one for the Octaling. It seems like it transforms you into just like a mobility, like, demon. You can go around and stick from wall to wall almost like Spider-Man. And yeah, you can pull out your weapon right after it, I guess. And then we saw the Inkzooka. So details of the special weapon that appeared in the previous video have also been revealed. This is Ultra Shot. It's a modified version of the special weapon that was once used in High Collar City. A powerful shot that shoots 3 spiral bullets at the same time is set for 3 cartridges. Let it go. Ultra Shot. So it looks like this is just like the Inkzooka, but now it shoots 3 shots instead. Like the Rainmaker in this game, I believe, in this game. So they're actually showing new stuff here. We haven't seen this before. This is the Megaphone Laser 5.1. This also seems to be a modified version of the special weapon used in the High Collar City. 6 floating small megaphones will each autonomously attack with a laser that tracks the opponent. Actually, we did see this, now that I think about it. The high-tech sector also seems to be developing rapidly in the Bunkara region. So this is like a mini killer whale, except there's 6 of them and they all track onto enemies. It looks really cool, honestly. There's a Viking helmet. I don't believe that's new at all. Or I don't believe that's old. And then we have... Recently, I've secretly obtained a demo version of their representative song, Clickbait, which is full of a Bunkara feeling. So let's introduce it secretly. Seaside's true essence is its bloody rhythm and heavy muscular guitarist. I'm sure you guys are already hearing that in the background of this video enough. But it's a really good song. That's all the information about Splatoon 3 that I'll tell you this time. There is some information that is still unknown, but we are in the midst of continuing our diligent research. Please wait for future updates. So yeah, there we are. Yeah, there we are. That's the information that they've given us. Great direct, great information that we've got, and a boatload of Splatoon 3 information as it's just coming up half a year away, maybe a year away. I'm super excited to play this game and continue learning more about it with you guys. So I'd love to hear more and more about you guys and your thoughts. Maybe you guys want to share some theories with me. I would love to hear all of that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.